Hey first grade, it's another reading lesson today. So if you remember the last time we were talking about how readers meet their characters along the way, and do you remember the character that we met in our first book we read together, Mr. Putter? So these are all the things that we learned about Mr. Putter, that he likes flowers, he wants a cat, he's lonely, he likes to tell stories. So remember we were working on learning about the character, and I've seen a bunch of your webs that you sent me on videos and pictures. They're awesome. So today our focus is going to be paying attention to other characters when we read too. So we're going to learn about a new character in our book. We've already learned about Mr. Putter, and now we're going to learn about Tabby the cat. So do you remember this chapter book started out chapter 1, Mr. Putter? Well, I bet you can guess what chapter 2 is going to be called. It's called Tabby. So let's read it and see what we can find out about Tabby. Mr. Putter went to the pet store. "Do you have cats?" he asked the pet store lady. "We have 14, she said. Mr. Putter was delighted, but when he looked into the cage, he was not. Mr. Putter himself, whoops, I skipped a page. These are kittens, he said. I was hoping for a cat." "Oh, no one wants cats, sir," said the pet store lady. "They are not cute. They are not peppy." Mr. Putter himself had not been cute and peppy for a very long time. He said, "I want a cat." "Then go into the shelter, sir," said the pet store lady. "You are sure to find a cat." Mr. Putter went to the shelter. "Have you any cats?" he asked the shelter man. "We have a fat gray one, a thin black one, and an old yellow one," said the man. "Did you say old?" asked Mr. Putter. The shelter man brought Mr. Putter the old yellow cat. Its bones creaked, its fur was thinning, and it seemed a little deaf. Mr. Putter creaked, his hair was thinning, and he was a little deaf too. So he took the old yellow cat home and he named her Tabby, and that is how their life began. Right? So let's think about all the things that we learned about Tabby, and I'm going to get out my learning notebook too. Remember I had my Mr. Putter web right there from before. Uh-oh, I'm going to need to grab a marker. Okay, so let's think about all the things that we learned about Tabby. So what am I going to do? Just like I did with Mr. Putter, I'm going to make a web, only this time in the middle of my web, it's going to say Tabby. All right, so let's think about it. Tabby was yellow. She was old. Her bones creaked. She had thin fur. Okay, and of course we can put that Tabby was a cat. Okay, all right. So I want you to think about reading one of your books. It could be the book that you already did your first character for, or it could be a different book, but I want you to look for what's called a secondary character. Okay, not the main character, another character that's important to the story, and see if you can make a web about the other character in your book. So again, not the main character, but a secondary character that's also important. Okay, if you post those webs to Google Classroom or you send a picture to Miss Harris, I will give you a B-Buck. But we do have some B-Bucks to reward today for Secret Student before I let you go. So let's take a look. Who are our Secret Students today? Bryson and Molly. Congratulations, friends. I'm going to add those to your honey pot. I'll talk to you later. Happy reading.